So the hectic part has begun. We haven't gotten rid of our bags here yet, but we will eventually. Rick's ready to sleep, and the Renegade crew here is they're ready to shoot. I don't know. So off to China we go. Here we come, Beijing. So we're eating our last American meal. I don't know how it's gonna turn out over here in Beijing, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drink a lot of water here, just to load up for the next 10 days. A little frightening, actually. Diplomacy. What's going on, man? How you doing? Eat my last American meal. Well done. What's up, Maroon? Before we leave, we thought we'd show the jetway. This joint's actually got like a second level. Like, it's a whole thing up there. Cool plane. Well, according to the map, that's Greenland, it looks like, on the right-hand side. And you can figure out where we're going. At some point, I'm going to have to look Goose Bay up on the map, but that's where we are. We're about 4 hours into our flight. Away we go. So if you're wondering where we are at the North Pole. I'm looking for Santa Claus. We've been on this plane for almost 9 hours now, and I'm not sure really where we are. The map is showing that we're someplace over the Soviet Union, and it looks like we're headed for like Karachi or something like that, or Bombay, I'm not sure, but we are officially above the Soviet Union. We've passed the North Pole, and we should be in Beijing in about 4 hours and 19 minutes if this GPS is correct. We're having some fun. I was talking to my boy Rick Mace. Not often you get to fly over top of the Soviet Union and discuss the Orioles. But here we are. Sapporo, Beijing, Seoul, Taipei, Bangkok, Soviet Union. We'll be in Beijing in no time. Alright, Mace, how does it feel to be over top of the Soviet Union?
It's a little bit colder than I would have thought. I think I need to reach up there and turn off the air conditioner a little bit.
What do you think of the Soviet Union?
It's a little bit more liberal and relaxed than I would have thought. You know, we're able to kind of get out of our seats and wander around. The food's been good. The water keeps coming. So far the visit to the Soviet Union was a little bit better than our visit over the North Pole, which I found a little bit uncomfortable.
It's kind of chilly at the North Pole, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was disappointed not to see Santa Claus, I gotta be honest.
Well, if you're ever wondering what Siberia looks like, this is Siberia right here. First interview over Siberia?
Yes.
Longest flight you've ever been on, being this tired and upside down in the middle of China?
I think I've been on a plane to New Zealand, Australia, and Japan was a pretty long flight. This one's right up there though.
Yeah, it wasn't the 20 minutes over to Cuba, I think, from Miami.
No, and trying to figure out when to sleep. The planning side of me comes in and says, okay, what time is it over there? What time are we going to get there? How soon can I get on that schedule? I haven't been very successful so far.
They're not giving you a lot of free time, from what I can tell on your schedule here. You're not going to get to see China as a tourist. You're seeing China as an ambassador, I guess.
Well, I think we do that to ourselves as well. We're going all this way. There's some responsibilities that's coming from the State Department. We also added a few things ourselves into the schedule so we can make the most of it. And so I guess we schedule ourselves
right on.
too much.
baseball is a traditional China. How did this whole thing happen?
There's a long history, from what I understand, that goes back to early 1900 or 1890s or something when it first was exposed here. So there has been baseball here. It hasn't really been picked up on, say, as much as China or other places, Taiwan.
Sure.
But there's a number of people that play it, but in some cases we might come into a situation where there's no idea whatsoever what baseball is, the rules, or how it actually works.
So how did this whole thing happen? I mean, the invite comes from the government. You're baseball. Baseball's not a traditional thing here. Why here and now? And how did it come about?
I guess the success that sports has in opening doors, and there's an interest in baseball from the Olympics. The Chinese is really ramping up their baseball efforts to compete and do well. They also had a team in the World Baseball Classic, and Michelle Kwan came over as part of a diplomatic trip. They had some good success with that. So we've been talking to the State Department about these sorts of things, I guess 4 or 5 years ago, and it really didn't fit in the timing of our schedules so much. And as we built our infrastructure of baseball, and it just seemed like the timing came on at this particular time. So we've all been talking about this for about 4 or 5 years.
So it's a long time coming. What do you hope to accomplish here over the next week or so?
Just to get dialogue, to exchange thoughts, exchange ideas, and to maybe help seed a passion for baseball, or help grow the one that's already there. So to me, a simple thing would to get kids to smile and have fun, and maybe pick up a few skills of the sport. Hopefully that will actually start to build when you leave.
I know you got PJ with you, and I guess other than John, Maroon, you, I, maybe Kelly, few people went to Cuba. How do you expect this to be similar, different? Obviously, Cuba's a place where baseball is revered, and when you walk down the streets of Havana, everyone knows who you are. I have a feeling I could go out to dinner with you off Tiananmen Square, and not a lot of people are going to know who you are, and that's a rare, rare thing for you.
I'm sure. The bad part about it is I didn't get a chance to go to Cuba. My dad was ill at the same time.
I apologize for that.
So I was really looking forward to that trip, just to get an experience to see how crazy fanatic they are about baseball. I already know before I'm actually going, and I had to live through my experiences with my teammates. This one ought to be a different experience, a new experience, and I'm not sure what exactly you're getting into, but they love their sports, they love their athletics, and I hope we'll be able to create a genuine sort of excitement and help out in sharing some of the knowledge that we might have that will help support their interests.
Japan trip, how much did that maybe prepare you for something like this, to come over and be an ambassador a long way away? I mean, there's, I guess, some cultural differences, obviously, between Japan and China, but it's still Asia, it's still a long way away.
Well, I guess all your experiences help you with new experiences. You have something to fall back on. Yes, I had a chance to go. I would imagine this experience is going to be different than the one in Japan. I've had a chance to go to Japan 3 times. They're highly developed in their baseball, very competitive, and that was a good experience. But teaching baseball and actually relating to kids and kind of going back into the elementary stages of your own baseball experiences, tapping into those, teaching with kids at home will certainly be applied over here in China. But I'm not exactly sure what you get into. But I think that where there's a will for sport, that there's a way. So we look forward to kind of creating excitement and put a smile on the kid's face.
Don't drink the water. Let's have some fun.